Assalamu alaikum sisters. Why we need to prepare for the coming of the end of time, like Mahdi, Dajjal, Antichrist, Yajuj and Majuj, the one we talk about. Why we need to prepare. I want to inshallah create an urgency through this video so that inshallah we are all ready for it, because a lot of people, they do not believe these things will happen very soon, even though subhanallah Rasulullah has warned us through several hadiths that my coming and the coming of the end of time is very close, but nevertheless a lot of people, they do not do it. What we need to do here, before I take your live questions and answer, I want to make a few points. Number one is that, dear sisters, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's warning comes as the UN sounds the alarm over human-induced climate change. July was hottest month on record, US agency says. Let's take a look at this video. Maybe then you will believe what I'm talking about.
As night fell over the Sicilian hills, disaster glowed. Residents could only watch on in disbelief.
Our small town was invaded by fire. It's a catastrophe. We have lived and are still living some really sad moments because our land has suffered a very serious loss, and it'll take a long time before it returns to its former glory.
You can imagine.
The island may have registered the hottest temperature ever recorded in Europe on Wednesday at 48.8 degrees Celsius. While the record awaits verification, there's no reprieve in sight. The heat wave is being caused by an anticyclone nicknamed Lucifer that's moving up from Africa. It'll see a continued rise in temperatures over the coming days, with the health ministry issuing red alerts for extreme heat in a number of regions.
Let me make a few comments before I forget. Now that we are seeing these signs, I want to mention to you a hadith, because global warming and the prophecy of Rasulullah SAW, they go hand in hand. Okay, you cannot take one, reject the other. They go all hand in hand. What is the prophecy Rasulullah SAW he mentioned? He said, "La taqumu sa'atu hatta." The hour will not establish. Yumtara nasu mataran amma walan tamut al-ardu shay'a. Wallahi. He made it absolutely clear that the earth, you will get a lot of rain until the earth gets a lot of rain. Not just rain, but a lot of rain. We have seen Turkey right now is being flooded. Italy has seen the highest temperature on record they could ever imagine. We have seen in Germany a few days ago what happened with the flood and all that. These are all indication that the weather is changing. Okay, the global warming that we talk about, it is happening right now. To give you a few more points I want to mention, which is that Earth sizzled, this is not what I'm saying, this is what the experts they're saying, in July and became the hottest month in 142 years of record keeping. Means this global warming, the hottest month of July, could have been the hottest ever. We do not know, ever. Allahu Alam. We only started keeping record for the last 142 years. But what happened before that, if you compare it with July's temperature increase, which was 0.93 degrees Celsius increase, okay, from other months, you may find out that July was indeed the hottest ever since this world was created or something. I'm just maybe overblowing it, but you get the point. It was very, very hot last month. Now, dear sisters, let me give you some more data that you will know. An extreme heat wave struck parts of the US and Europe. The global averaged 16.73 degrees and last month, beating out the previous record set in July 2016 and tied again in 2019 20. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration said on Friday. The last 7 July, so we'll be talking about the coming of the Mahdi and inshallah Dajjal in a second, but I want you to understand how bad the situation is. Last 7 Julys from 2015 to 2021 up until this year have been the hottest 7 Julys on record, according to this American agency and climatologist. Her name is Ahira Sanchez. Last month was 0.93 degrees Celsius more warmer than the 20th century average for the month. Means last month was really hot. Wallahi, subhanallah. So when we talk about the hadith, Rasul, he was very clear that you will get a lot of rain, and we are seeing a lot of rain. We're seeing the weather is changing every single day, and some part they're getting a lot of rain, other parts they're not getting any rain, some parts are getting extremely hot, other parts are getting extremely cold. Wallahi, you do not know what is going to happen. So this is why, dear my sister, we need to be prepared for the end of time without even all of this. Just because the fact that there is a prophecy about the end of time, and that the end of time, the Qiyamah is coming close, is enough for us to really get ready for the end of time. We do not need to see this global warming stuff. Okay, so let me take your question and answer, and then inshallah we'll make a few more comments. Number one, I have dear brother F. Only. Brother, are Pashtun descendant of Bani Ishaq? Hadith say Bani Ishaq will conquer Constantinople. Pashtun descendant Bani Ishaq, we do not know. To me, they are not. To me, they are not. I mean, I know you are talking about the Khorasan army. I refer sometimes the Taliban. No, they are in general the Pashtun descent are not from Bani Ishaq. The Bani Ishaq, some scholars they mention the 70,000 who will be opening Constantinople are actually from the Roman Empire. Okay, so people who have converted to Islam from the Caucasian ethnicity, some of the ulama they said these are the Bani Ishaq. Okay, they are Bani Ishaq, and they will be the one open the Constantinople. So in other words, these are converts, okay, new Muslims, and they are they do not live in Afghanistan or places like that. But Allahu Alam, okay, Allahu Alam. At the end of the day, it's all matter of the ghaib. Assalamu alaikum. The fire reached North Pole from Siberia. Yes, Maryam, sister Maryam, this is so true. We have seen what happened in Greece, Turkey. We must keep in salat in peace, inshallah. So what about it? I do not know what you mean, brother Arif. Saif, did you research on my mathematics? I do not know, brother. I have not. I don't think I did. But all this mathematics that you guys are showing me, these are all, opinionized. These are people who are coming up with their own calculations. There's nothing in the Hadith or Quran. So if you do not have something in the Hadith and Quran, you can do it. I mean, I encourage you, in fact, to think about the end of time and do your maths. That's fine. But I do not take it too seriously, because there is a possibility will be wrong. Muhammad Hashim, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. Fresh water resource is the biggest asset in the world. Okay, yeah, that is so true. Fresh water. And then he said, all developed countries will fight and set their defense strategy to control freshwater resources. Brother Hashim, you have a very good point. As I said in the beginning, I mean for a long time, actually from the very beginning, I said that there will be no WW3 in this current situation. Okay, so people ask me, well, when Russia or China or US will fight? This situation is not for that. Nobody will ever fight with each other, because that means they will be all destroyed. They will not. They can issue threats. They can say, well, I'm gonna be testing new ballistic missile. I'm gonna be testing this new warship, aircraft carrier, and whatever. They can say whatever they want, in other words, but they will never ever dare to attack each other, because they know this will be the end of all of us. So when it will happen because of the circumstances that will change, and we start with the global warming. There will be a time when there will be shortage of, the brother said, fresh water. There will be shortage of, let's say, even basic food. There will be no food. I mean, people will starve to death. So the only way they will be able to survive is by invasion, and that's when WW3 will take place. Allahu Alam, but this is my understanding. So in this situation, in this atmosphere, there is no WW3. Forget about it. Do you know US and China? They deal with each other, trade dealing, I'm talking about, billions of dollars in matter of days. In the past, Soviet Union and US, they were engaged in Cold War. They would deal in billions of dollars, and that will take months, if not years. But now China and US, they deal within matter of days. So you can imagine how much they are interdependent for their own survival, for their economic survival and trade and whatnot. So there is not going to be WW3 in this situation. Sister Mariam seems the only place kind of fresh Kashmiri. That is true. Kashmir is very, very nice. What will happen to the world after death of Imam Mahdi and Prophet Isa alayhi salam? Inshallah, this is a very broad topic. We will be talking about it in the next, maybe I'll make a separate video, because this is a really very interesting topic. Azmar Mustaqim, Saif coming on Mahdi, he's just responding. And then I have Sheikh Wan, China, Russia, America, Britain, France are all United Nations Security Council members. They will never fight each other. Yeah, there is no need, again, as I said, there is no need for that, and they are not going to do it. But it will happen. It will happen by the qadr of Allah. Allah will create that situation where they will have no other choice but to go after each other. Okay, so research has been done, FJ only, Origin of Pashtun, Taqati Nasiri, a book, Historical Trace of Pashtun, 17th century. Okay, I'll let you guys read his comment. FJ only, he made a good point. Ron Cherry, Imam Mahdi, who says he will die. Mahdi take up heaven like Khidr. No hadith on the death. No, there is a hadith about the Mahdi and his death. Okay, there is a hadith. I mentioned this hadith before, where the Rasulullah said he will pass and people will pray zanaza on him. The Muslims will pray. He specifically mentioned the Muslims will pray zanaza on him. So no, there is a hadith that talks about the end of the Mahdi. We do not know what he will do after Isa ibn Maryam is here, but we do know that he will pass and that the Muslims will pray on him. Azmar Mustaqim, and yeah, Google for sons of King Abdullah. Yeah, there are some interesting figures that we can all inshallah research. For example, some of the sons of kings in the Middle East right now, we can do research on them for sure to find out what is happening. Are they the Mahdi? I mean, do they have any traits of Mahdi? But Allah Alam, we can do as much research as we want, but we'll never be able to find him, because Allah Azza wa Jal will prepare Mahdi in one night. Jazakallah khair for tuning in. Brothers and sisters, leave your comment inshallah, and I will see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum.